Hi, Genevieve. Okay, I was looking here. Made a lot of changes since last week. Okay, no problem. Let's go and take a look. Okay, so as far as the front goes, I wanted to download the PDF because I want to zoom in and get a good close look at the typography. But as far as the front goes, a couple of recommendations I would make is number one, I still think proximity here. This tagline is too far from his name in terms of proximity. So therefore, it's quite likely that the viewer will look at his name and not look at the tagline, or at the very least think that they're not related or as closely related as they should be. I do have a recommendation for that, but also I just want to talk about placement of the title. So the title is placed up in the left corner. So my recommendation is this: since plants grow from the ground up, wouldn't it make sense to bring this down a little bit in the composition so that this is growing up instead of we're moving down in the composition? To me, that makes sense, right? So my recommendation is this: I don't think we need both leaves here. I think just probably, well, here's what I would recommend. I think this might be really interesting. So we'll just leave the D right there with the leaf. Remove the leaf from the W, okay? Then take this configuration. See that T right there? Move it over and align it with that D right there. Then take one of these T's and align it so that you've got this whole configuration here. So it appears that this vertical stem is in alignment with this vertical stem, which is in alignment with this vertical stem, making it appear that that leaf is growing from the ground, right? And then take that whole configuration, move it down in the composition, then take your your tagline, and maybe left align it with somehow work it into the composition and improve that proximity. Okay, I think that's a really good idea. I would recommend you go ahead and try that. Over here, now in the timeline, you're taking these two leaf elements down here and you're kind of combining them. The problem is when we look at this, these look like whales' tails, don't they? Um, and so there's a little bit of misconception here in the back of the poster where do you see what I'm saying? I mean, is he an author? Is he a researcher, a whale researcher? Do you see what I'm saying? So those resemble something they're not, I think, to a high degree. Let's go ahead and take a look at your typography. A couple of areas there you want to adjust your kerning here as well. I think you're looking great through here. The I could move a little closer to the W, A a little closer to the M. Richard looks, D a little closer to the R. Other than that, we're looking good. Let's go ahead and I want to jump in here and get a close look at your type. You know what? I think that your contrast here is there's not enough contrast here. This is really, really difficult to read. It looks like green type on a green background. So again, that contrast there is minimizing the readability of the typography. Nice drop cap, looking great there. Okay, rags need to be adjusted. Okay, rags, here's the difference between bad rags and good rags. Okay, you want to avoid any kind of angles, sharp angles, or any kind of these like wavy patterns right here. Okay, so you want to adjust your rags, and that's covered in a course announcement. So you want to go through those and review that, adjusting rags. Your numbers are too large, so you either want to use open type menu and use old style numerals, again, all covered in the course announcements, or just manually reduce the size of your numbers. So we have rags, we have your figures. Superscript and the 70 TH right there. Okay, timeline, again, the timeline, the type is so small. I know you're trying to preserve hierarchy, but I think that's nice too. Good job setting that up. I'm so glad you did that. That looks great. Good work, good work, good work. Okay, so timeline's looking really good. I just think that the type might be a little bit small in that regard. Okay, other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. So at this point, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. But good work. Okay. All right, great. So those are my recommendations. And as I said, most important thing right now is to get with me if you have any questions or if I can provide any clarification. All right, great. Thank you.